these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action this time with Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. So now you've got the offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
To throw on 2nd down. Regan. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Well, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held him to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Come on, guys, let's go. It's a game of 10. First down.
After one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31. They'll run it with Jones. Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake, Love. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for only a couple.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
To throw again on second down. Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Nichols.
Come on, guys, let's go.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Love, they go play action now. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Love now. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive. The bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. They took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down.
Let's go! Let's go!
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Regan. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Regan finds the open target, Arnold. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Regan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he's secured.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nichols. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Regan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to Regan. He finds his man. Complete. That's on it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Regan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. One more go for this offense in the first half. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Make it happen!
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Able to push his way through. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On first down. Regan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Regan, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Red Dragons take the opening kickoff of the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. On play action. Love to throw. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 4.